Alright, so I'm going to try and tell the story on video while I'm telling my housemate over here about it. Otherwise I'm losing focus. Anyway, so there I was in the house that locally was known as the murder house, working out the advertising because it was my listing. And because I see into another realm, which not everybody does, but some people do, and like I said, I've just been to a psychiatrist and told him that I see spirits and have experienced alien abduction flashbacks, and did he want to see the YouTubes? And he said no, because he's seen enough pain in his life. Anyway, I'm rambling again, but I already posted it. So the psychiatrist has removed all the labels off me because so many people are talking about seeing spirits, having alien abduction flashbacks, and there's something else I wrote. Anyway, so Letitia, oops, gave your name away. That's all right. Anyway, I was thinking about the ad, and then I saw in the other world to my left. At the time, I thought it was the victim of the murder, and I had been told by the vendor that the murder weapon was found behind the coal range that she was when they renovated. Anyway, so she was there, and then I was looking down the back of the house I was listing into the back of another house which I'd done an open home for. Was one of the other agents' listings, and it was advertised as a deceased estate, but because it wasn't my listing, I didn't know whether he died in the home or not. And the reason for that is, at the time in real estate law, don't know if it's a law really. Anyway, if someone had died in the home, that you were obliged to tell people of Maori descent that someone had died, and that's because of their beliefs. And so this particular buyer I knew already from the community, and I knew that she was part Maori, and she did ask if someone had died in the house, and I said I didn't know because it wasn't my listing and I hadn't found that out. And did she want me to ask? And she said no. So I didn't tell her that I could see cranky old granny. That's what I called them, because there were so many little old ladies in kitchens that sometimes meddled with the occupants of the house because they were in spirit and thought that that was still their kitchen. Anyway, there was a cranky granny in this particular kitchen, and I didn't open my site any further because I'd been told over and over again not to say anything about what I saw. But anyway, other experiences. It's hard to focus. So there was cranky granny, and she didn't want to know anymore, and so the agent whose listing it was sold the house to that particular buyer. And because it's Kaitangata, it's a community where people know what each other's doing, and it soon came back to me that there was, and she told me herself, actually, she had me round and told me, that's right. So we sat on the porch of the house, and she told me how there'd been a cranky granny, and the granny had turned the kitchen. This is just too rambly, isn't it?